But do you think the Earth is round or flat?
Round.
Round?
Yeah.
It's obvious, right? No question?
No question at all.
Okay, so how can you prove that to me right now?
I can't right now. I don't know how I'd prove it to you right now. Do you want me to pull out my phone and show you stuff on the internet? Because that's what I can do. 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 That's what I can do.
Like, just give me like some facts or like some statements that like proves that the Earth is round. Like without showing me an image of the Earth. Can you do that?
Off the top of my head, no.
Prove to you right now that it's round? Huh. I don't know. Probably couldn't really.
I cannot prove that. I just went to school and they say that to me and suppose that's real.
We've been told that our whole lives, so I can't prove anything.
Look at a tall ship sailing out over the water. Eventually you'll start to lose sight of the bottom of the ship until the point where all you can see is the very top of the mast because of the curvature of the Earth. The curvature of the Earth. The curvature of the Earth.
You show them how the math works for the curvature of the Earth. Curvature of the Earth. Curvature of the Earth. Curvature of the Earth. How you're not going to be able to see something once it's past a particular point on the horizon via the curvature. Curvature.
You can just tell by looking if you can see the distance. There is natural curvature to the Earth.
What are we raised with? We're raised with space. Kids, space. Red flag. Red flag. Why do they want to get kids with space so hard? Because I know that's when the indoctrination sets in as kids. It started with the Big Bang, and everyone fucking believes that. Zero evidence. No one knows anything about the Big Bang Theory, but if you say you believe in it, you're considered a smart person. You don't know shit about it. You know nothing about it. Out of nothing, everything just came about and just exploded. Where's the evidence? There's no fucking evidence of that.
It's magic.
So shut the fuck up with this fucking Big Bang Theory shit.
Magic. That's
you have
magic.
no evidence, and you like cling on to it with zero evidence. You didn't even know that a priest came up with that shit. Yeah, I did. A priest, not a scientist, a priest. It's hard to find the truth being a peasant because I don't have access to, high-level technology. We have to figure it out for ourselves.
I must say that Admiral Byrd, our guest tonight, is not only our greatest living explorer, but he's been an inspiration to countless Americans. Is there any unexplored land left on this earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans?
Yes, there is. And not up around the North Pole, because it's getting crowded up there now, because they find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And I think it's quite astonishing that there should be an area as big as that unexplored. But more important than that, it has to do with the future of the nation, those to come after us, or even during your lifetime. Because it happens to be an untouched reservoir of natural resources. And in the future, I can see a time when it will be very, very important. We had added nearly 500,000 square miles to the Pacific Ocean. And here is our journey's end. At length we sighted that great natural phenomenon, the ice barrier. As we started alongside the barrier with our ships, suddenly the edge
It's dangerous, that's all. You've got to know your limitations, Truman.
It's not that we believe something ridiculous and you don't believe it. It's not about that. It's about we actually don't know what we're on, and we always say that. We don't know, but based on all the shit that we got by the mainstream, we don't believe that. Right. You believe that. You believe that.
When you realize NASA, NASA they got 19.3 billion in taxpayers' money this year. And all they have to do is enough of Hollywood to give us enough photos and stories and hypnotize us and connect with our inner child.
And so they send these rockets up, but they don't really go anywhere.
Yeah, if you watch the trajectory, right. It's never straight. It's never straight. It's never straight.
Where are you going?
Sorry to tell you. The only thing that's been to space is your imagination. There is no such thing as space.
Where are you going? Look at that. They always show the little solar panel on the side. Come
look
on,
at that.
Get out of here.
Look at that.
Get out
Look
of
at
here.
that.
Get
What,
out
the
of
Green Lantern fart? What is that?
Jesus Christ. I'm not saying that what you're looking up in the sky isn't there. It's there. But what they're telling us it is not real.
It's not real. My dreams might let me know. All the stars are gold, sure. All the stars are gold, sure. All the stars are gold. It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are gold, sure. All the stars are gold, sure. All the stars are gold, sure. All the stars are gold, sure.
Why do you think that Truman has never come close to discovering the true nature of his world until now?
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as simple as that. 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 It's as simple as that.
Although the sun is at all times above and parallel to the Earth's surface, he appears to ascend the firmament from morning until noon, and to descend and sink below the horizon at evening. This arises from a simple and everywhere visible law of perspective. Bearing these phenomena in mind, it will easily be seen how the sun, although always parallel to the surface of the Earth, must appear to ascend when approaching and descend after leaving the meridian or noonday position. At a certain point, the line of sight to the object and the apparently uprising surface of the Earth upon or over which it stands will converge to the angle which constitutes the vanishing point or the horizon, beyond which it will be invisible. It is obvious to any child and sovereign-minded adult that the sun, moon, stars, and planets, every light in the sky above, revolves around the motionless earth beneath our feet. It is also plain to see that the sun and moon are both approximately the same size and situated relatively close to Earth. Not millions upon millions of miles away.
Some of the earliest high-altitude aeronauts confirmed the flat Earth. In 1931, Auguste Piccard reached an altitude of 51,775 feet, much higher than any plane you've been on. Piccard described the Earth as a flat disk with upturned edge. No, you've never seen the curvature of the Earth from an airplane window. Fortunately, you don't have to be a death-defying aeronaut to see what's up there. What you're seeing right now is a video from 121,000 feet. I remember when I first saw this, I was just dumbfounded because it didn't match anything that I've watched before. Whenever you're shown a picture of a high-altitude balloon or even a high flight, you're shown something phony like this. This isn't once in a while, this is the standard. It turns out that these so-called curvature photos and videos were all shot with a fisheye or ultra-wide-angled lens to get this effect. That's a fact. It's a curvature illusion. For all of our lives, we're inundated with supposed pictures from space. High-altitude balloons finally gave us a vision of what the Earth truly looks like from high up. Here's a great example of the standard deception. As you can see by the bent rope, the student's photo here was taken with a fisheye lens, and then the article falsely claimed it was the curvature. Do you see the deception? See the deception. See the deception. See the deception. See the deception. See the deception.
I'm tired of trying to fucking wake people up. I'm tired of that shit. Fuck these guys that, I believe fucking Fisher's story. Why would they lie? They could never pull something like that off. Then that would mean that everybody was in on it. No way. They didn't say that on CNN. God, I want to get those motherfuckers. Oh, fool these motherfuckers. Easily they'd buy it.
What about satellites? Did you know that NASA has hundreds of these satellite balloons up in the air right now? I never knew these NASA satellites existed before Flat Earth. Have you seen them? Google and many other companies have fleets of these balloons as well. Look up Project Loon. The fact that NASA and its subsidiaries hardly discuss these so-called satellites was a huge proof for me, because it evinces a deliberate effort to conceal the fact that space satellites don't exist. The whitewash of these balloon satellites is evidence that they are lying about space satellites. These high-altitude balloons can carry 8,000 pounds and include telescopes, radar equipment, communications equipment, internet, etc. Here's one that almost killed some people. Finally, look at these actual NASA videos of satellites. They are manifestly fake. Look at this one. 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 Look at this one.
Imagine we live on a flat fucking world. All this time we thought we lived on a round planet, huh? We have no fucking evidence to believe that we're on a round planet, only by people telling us, but we really don't know who we are, where we came from, who the fuck is our purpose here.
It's fucking insane.
Fuck my whole brain up, right? Yo, this got me going in so many directions right there.
So all the astronauts are just actors. Actronauts.
Have you ever looked away from Earth into the black void?
Because you can see, because you can see the stars.
Oh yeah,
you know, and pretty much all the time you can see the stars.
There's more than stars. You can see planets. You can see moons.
We were never able to see stars from the lunar surface. I don't recall during the period of time that we were photographing the Sonar Kurla what stars we could see.
I don't remember seeing any.
Can't wait to see Chris Hadfield tell him that my buddy thinks he's an actor.
I can't wait to see him either and say, nice try, bud. Didn't fool me.
So Chris Hadfield has never been to space, is what you're telling me?
Never. No one has.
No one has.
The world is so generous in its beauty, and you do your best to take pictures of it. It's just flat and gorgeous to see.
It's just flat and gorgeous to see.
The word is out. The cat's out of the bag. The elite cabal can do anything in their power to keep the truth hidden from the masses. They can blacklist YouTube channels like mine, or freeze channels like Hibbler Productions. They can totally eliminate channels time and time again, like Eric Dubé. They can censor our videos that expose the sinister agenda at play and make them very difficult to find in the search. They can stifle our freedom of speech, even though speech control is a form of mind control. But one thing is for sure, it's not to prevent the spreading of propaganda, but instead to silence any and all truth that would render theirs completely powerless. They can do all of these things, but it's too late. Too many people are aware of what's going on. And the truth is going to continue to spread whether these satanic pedophiles like it or not. People will learn the truth about the motionless plane that we live on. The people that already understand this understand the impact of the ways in which we are being deceived. They tell us that we're an accident, that we're basically advanced monkeys that live on a tilting and wobbling ball that spins at 1,000 miles per hour while orbiting the sun at 66,000 miles per hour and also flying through infinite space at around 500,000 miles per hour. All the while this is supposedly happening, we have to worry about Earth colliding with meteors and one day the sun's gonna die out. Plus, in the false heliocentric model that we're given, the existence of alien life becomes more viable. And that's exactly what they want. If they try to pull off a fake alien invasion, most people are gonna fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. These are all the nonsensical lies meant to make you feel hopeless, like your life has no meaning. That couldn't be further from the truth. It's time to wake up and make moves, people. Let's do this. Thanks for watching Hibbler Productions.
Bullshit and lies, they call me paranoid. People are just foolish, full of hate, they get angry. Point out the truth about reality, they label you crazy. Just a glitch in the system, you're a critical thinker. And no, they don't want that. Fuck them, give them the finger. I do it every single day, each and everything I say. I'm not living like a victim, it doesn't have to be this way.
I just wanna live and dream, but nothing is as what it seems. And baby, it's making me crazy. I just wanna fight and scream. There's nothing left for me.